got Vince Morales back here on the program. He's going to be fighting on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series coming up here July 17th. He's going to be taking on Domingo Pilarte. Vince, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good. Just living the dream. How you doing?
I bet. Not as good as you, though, man. You got this big opportunity here with Contender Series. Congratulations, man. How did you find out that you were on the show? I got to know, was it like a phone call, an email? How did you find out the news?
It was a phone call, actually. After my last fight ended up falling through on May 4th, Coach and I gave my manager a call, and he gave us a call right back. And sure enough, we were lined up for a fight in July, and I jumped on it. So I'm super stoked for it.
So take me from that. You find out initially, like you and I had talked before that fight, you're supposed to fight Nick Mamalis, and you find out the fight's off, and then shortly after you find out that you're on the Contender Series. Like, what was that roller coaster like? Because you're probably like, not again, another fight off.
It was a little bittersweet. I was looking forward to a fight, as I mean everybody probably is. It was crappy at first, but like a blessing in disguise. Right. So I'm just trying to roll with the punch and just be ready for this one. So.
For sure. And who's the first person you told about once you had got this opportunity?
Who was that? I want to say I either told my dad or my girlfriend. Okay. I'm not 100%. I know it was one of them.
Well, either way, someone close to you, so that's always good. No one can get upset about that. But let's talk about your opponent here, Domingo Pilarte. He's got a 7-1 record, identical to yours. How do you feel like you match up against him here?
I feel like I match up pretty well. I think, if anything, I might be too accurate for him. Other than that, I know he's pretty he's strong everywhere. So I'm just trying to get prepared everywhere, ready for anything.
And you've known about this fight for a while, right? So you've been able to get like a full training camp in?
Pretty much full training camp. It's almost back-to-back training camps because it was a week prior to my last fight actually happening before it fell through. So.
Okay, that's interesting. And how have you structured training camp? Have you kept things sort of business as usual?
Business as usual, yep. We got a lot of strength and conditioning, doing a lot of jits, doing a lot of striking, a little Muay Thai, all of it. We're just making sure that we're complete and ready for it.
And as far as training partners, who are some of the guys you get to work with?
My main training partner is actually Casey Johnson. He's always been my main training partner for any of my fights, really. We got a few other guys at our team, Reynaldo. My coach trains with me one-on-one all the time, making sure we're ready. So.
And how about the weight cut? I know this fight's a couple weeks away, but I'm sure that process has already started.
Yeah, I still don't cut much weight for being a 135er. What do I got left? Like 14 pounds. So it's nothing serious. Yeah, just make sure that I'm ready for everything.
So what's the one thing you're missing right now during training camp that you can't eat?
Cheesecake.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good. Have you already scoped out any cheesecake spots in Vegas already after your fight?
Yeah, usually a week out of my fight, I actually start making a list of all the junk food I'm going to attack afterwards. So.
That's excellent. And who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
My coach, Tony Fricklin, my teammate, Casey Johnson.
Excellent. That's good. UFC vet Tony Fricklin, by the way. How do you see this fight playing out on July 17th? I mean, obviously, you feel you're going to get your hand raised, otherwise you wouldn't have taken the fight, but how do you see it unfolding?
I see myself getting a contract, honestly. I feel like I got the right style for it. I just got to go in there and perform, which is usually my strong suit come fight week. I'm pretty good at rising to the occasion, so I'm just going to go in there, do my thing, try not to add any extra stress to it, and chips are going to fall where they may.
Have you been watching the Contender Series? They just had their second show last night of this season.
Yeah, I actually just caught up like an hour ago on all.
Cool.
On all.
What did you think of last night? Dana giving out all those contracts. It was pretty crazy.
Man, that was really crazy. It was super impressive. I almost feel like everybody deserved a contract on that one. I know. I think the only guy that didn't get it was
Springer.
Springer, yeah, but he had probably the toughest fight on the whole card. I mean, yeah, that guy was no joke. So it was crazy. It was real cool to see.
Now, seeing that, does that just get you, even more pumped? I mean, I know you don't need motivation for your fight, but I'm sure just seeing that kind of gets you even more amped up during training camp.
Oh yeah, 100%. Every time I watch those, I feel like I got to go on a run right afterwards. So as soon as here, I'm going to go train.
Excellent. You watching any other TV right now, as far as shows or anything? You watching any Netflix?
What was I watching? I was catching up on Game of Thrones again.
Nice.
Me and my girlfriend go through the whole thing, so we're big Game of Thrones fans.
Excellent.
What else are we watching? I want to say that's it. Aside from that and Ultimate Fighter, Contender, and the fights on the weekends.
What do you think of Tough this season? I'm actually really enjoying it. I think they've done a really good job of profiling all the fighters, and the fights have been really good this season too.
Yeah, the fights have been much better. That's one thing I usually criticize for the Ultimate Fighter. Some of the fights seem kind of lackluster, like the guys don't belong in there. But all these guys being undefeated, I think it shows.
Yeah, and you're certainly going to show on July 17th. I can't wait for this fight, man. It's coming up here. Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. Vince, it was good catching up with you again, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media. And if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
Gotcha. So you can find me on my Instagram. It's probably the best place to spot me. It's at Vendetta135. You can also find me on my Twitter. It's at Vincimus. Facebook too. I stay in touch with a lot of people through Facebook, so Facebook's another one. Shout out to Phones Plus over in Ontario. Those guys helped me out a lot. We actually made some shirts, so if anybody hasn't picked them up, that's where to get them. We're putting a little thing on our Facebook to order them online as well. Shout out to Ideal Spine. That's where they take care of myself and the team and everybody. So big shout out to them. We'll be ready for it. I'm looking forward to performing and doing my thing on July 17th.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.